Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of my books I read during vacation series. And yes, I know, the last video, aka part 1, did not have this weird series title, but I had to find some way to start this video. So, there you have it. Moving on, today we are talking about Lord of the Mysteries, which I mentioned last week. So, before I get into what Lord of the Mysteries is all about, and etc., I just want to talk about my experience with Lord of the Mysteries. I honestly think that Lord of the Mysteries is definitely the best written novel I have ever read. I can truly tell that the author puts in so much work and so much effort to fully flesh out the world that Lord of the Mysteries takes place in. He frames, or they frame the picture of what the reader sees so well, and they have those mysteries that are always out of frame that you always have to look for if that's what you like, and it's an all-around very enjoyable read. Another thing about the novel is that for those of us who have read many different novels, have seen many different cliches, have seen events repeated, etc., the author builds up trust with us during the first arc before he moves to the capital. It is and I feel like that trust is very important because without that trust, I am always questioning, is the author taking the story in the right place? Do I have to worry about what's going to come next? Oh no, is the author going to do this or that or that? It's an endless amount of worrying because I expect something really good and I don't want to be disappointed, right? But the author of Lord of the Mysteries just hits the ball out of the park, quite literally. They build up our trust in the first arc and he just flies with it. It is truly amazing. I never have to worry about anything in the novel. I just read it and enjoy it and absorb it, and it's an all around very impactful and very fulfilling experience. So, if you're like me, who has read many different novels and have been reading in this space for a while, this is a story I absolutely recommend you to read if you haven't already. And even if you have, I would say read it again, because I know I might. Going back and looking through the foreshadowing and the mysteries is just probably an incredible experience as well, because you read through it the first time and you miss so much stuff, and then you go back and it's like you see a whole new world. You experience all the effort and work the author put in a second time, and you see it take shape. And it's all I can say is that would be an amazing experience. But even if you haven't read as much novels as me or anybody else, you're just getting into this, I think Lord of the Mysteries is a great novel, period. You don't need a lot of experience reading. As long as you're reading it for enjoyment, or if you're reading it for the mysteries, it'll be a great read. And I can't recommend it enough. Alright, so let me get into what Lord of the Mysteries is actually about. So, our main character, his original name is Zhou Mingrui. I hope I said that right. And he is on Earth, and he does I believe it's a luck ritual on Earth, because I believe he was like super unlucky, or he just found it in a book. And it actually doesn't increase his luck. It transports him to another world, the world of Lord of the Mysteries. And he gets transmutated into the body of Klein Moretti, which is the body of the main protagonist. And I believe that body is either committing suicide or has committed suicide. I believe he shot himself in the head by the time the main character got into his body, which is quite a mystery in and of itself during the first arc. So, You definitely have to pay attention for that. But other than that, there are still mysteries and mysteries that come up every arc that are still there from the last arc. They are just many, many, many different things to discover in Lord of the Mysteries. So, if you're the kind of person that really likes reading between the lines and searching for the truth, this will be a novel that you will absolutely enjoy. I promise you that. And with that note, I think I'm done. Once again, Lord of the Mysteries, I incredibly, incredibly loved it. I'm going to continue reading it. I am on chapter 924 as of right now. I've put it on hold to read other stuff, but I just keep thinking about it and keep wanting to read it again just because of how good it is. So please give it a read, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.